Jesse Osborne, a 14-year-old from Townville, South Carolina, carried out a shocking act of violence on September 28, 2016. Armed with a .40 caliber handgun, Jesse first shot and killed his father, 47-year-old Jeffrey Osborne, at their home. After the murder, Jesse stole his father's truck and drove to Townville Elementary School, located about 3 miles away. Surveillance footage later showed Jesse speeding through a field behind the school before crashing into a fence near the playground. At approximately 1:45 p.m., Jesse exited the truck and immediately began firing toward the playground, where young children were playing during recess. His first shot struck first-grade student Jacob Hall, as well as 2 teachers who attempted to shield the students. Chaos erupted as children ran for safety, with some seeking shelter inside classrooms while others fled toward the surrounding woods. Jesse continued firing indiscriminately, but after expending several rounds, his gun jammed. This malfunction likely prevented further casualties. A volunteer firefighter, Jamie Brock, who was in the area, rushed toward Jesse and managed to tackle and restrain him until law enforcement arrived. Officers quickly secured the scene and took Jesse into custody without further incident. The aftermath of the shooting was devastating. 6-year-old Jacob Hall, who had been shot in the leg, suffered severe blood loss and was airlifted to a nearby hospital. Despite the efforts of medical professionals, he succumbed to his injuries 3 days later. The other 2 victims, both teachers, survived but endured lasting trauma from the event. Investigations into Jesse's actions revealed disturbing details about his motivations and mindset. Authorities discovered online messages in which he had spoken about his plans to commit a mass shooting, as well as journal entries that detailed his admiration for previous school shooters. Jesse had reportedly idolized the perpetrators of the Columbine High School massacre and had expressed a desire to surpass their death toll. His writings, combined with testimony from those who knew him, painted a picture of a deeply troubled teenager consumed by violent fantasies. During his trial, prosecutors argued that Jesse was fully aware of the consequences of his actions and had meticulously planned the attack.
Your hair straight whenever you go shoot someplace up, Gotta look fabulous, Just gotta look fabulous.
They presented evidence that he had carried out extensive research on previous school shootings and had even practiced with firearms prior to the incident. The defense, however, attempted to argue that Jesse's mental health played a significant role in his behavior, citing his history of depression and social isolation. In 2018, Jesse Osborne was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, but in 2019, a judge modified his sentence to 75 years, citing his age at the time of the crime. The case drew national attention, sparking debates about juvenile sentencing in mass shootings. Some advocates argued that Jesse, despite his heinous actions, should have the opportunity for rehabilitation, while others believed that his calculated attack warranted a life sentence. The tragedy also reignited discussions about school security, mental health intervention, and the influence of violent online content on impressionable youths. Townville Elementary School implemented enhanced security measures following the attack, including increased surveillance and stricter visitor policies. The school community also established memorials to honor Jacob Hall, whose death left a deep impact on his classmates, teachers, and the local community. Jesse Osborne's case remains one of the most chilling examples of a young perpetrator carrying out a school shooting.